right, so we made it into Queenstown. All the boys are here. We got Ash, my buddy from Hawaii, stunt rigger, performer extraordinaire. We got Tim Duba. He's the intern at Protect. We got brought a Sonny from Hawaii. We got Mike Dodd coming in tomorrow from another lifelong friend from Hawaii. And am I forgetting anybody here? Who am I forgetting?
Eli Olson couldn't make it.
Eli couldn't make it. He had to work.
El Jefe.
But we showed up. The weather's fantastic right now, and we can already hear the first red stags screaming their heads off this evening. We're looking at this hill face, just glassing, losing our minds. Since getting on the connecting flight in Sydney, people are like, "Oh yeah, I heard the roars going off." Like, it's a thing. It's happening right now. So we're on. We're gonna be bow hunting, and hopefully getting into a bunch of other fun stuff while I'm here in New Zealand. But right now, the goal is to go get on a big red stag.
You'll call them in.
You have to, otherwise they'd be like all over, yeah?
Yeah.
There's one walking up the hill. You can see it with your naked eye.
Are they not very picky as far as...
It depends. They're a bit like the elk, right? If they're holding the hides.
Oh.
That's it.
Pretty here. I knew I should have filmed that first arrow.
You look like you've been rolling around in the
I don't
mud.
want
Like.
If this thing's off, I don't want to lose anymore. I guess I have to shoot at least.
Chicken.
I'm gonna go into 20 and make sure this isn't torched.
Chicken. Get it.
Oh, we got some
Get him chicken.
Might.
Get him chicken.
God, see it?
Oh, that's dead on.
That's deep.
Dead chicken.
Oh, he is on. Lockie's fired up with the boys. Oh! Oh, let's see. Where's his shot, real quick? I'll get that on. Yeah.
No.
I'm in the bottom. Yeah. All right. Good.
Killer. All right, first morning in New Zealand. That noise is red stags rutting. So we're in it right now. All the boys have gone in separate directions, and it's kind of just a, oh wow, free range, choose your own adventure, no guide mission, kind of like. So it's on. Let's go get them. Nice stag up on that face. Is pretty high up. Got 7 hinds with him. I don't know how we get to it. Not being seen. You can see him right there. It'd be nice if he came down here. Let's try to go straight back down, keep this bush in between us and the hinds that are up there. Circle around this way. Wind's still coming down. We might bump some satellite stags over here, but we gotta get high and it's so open. Let's get high. So it's a beautiful morning. I just got busted by a hind up here, so we're putting our first stock on of the trip. And there's a really nice stag that we saw earlier that's somewhere up in this area, but it's just figuring out where he moved to in the time that we had to hook around and come up because of the wind. So this is the chess match. Let's go. See him over there? Dang it. Well, we got within probably 70 yards of that nice one we've been going after all morning. And it's just bad timing. By the time we got into the zone, probably got like 50 yards away from him. Could just see his head. He was in some thick stuff. And instead of doing the laps on the side of the hill like he was, he just beelined it across this valley. So, back to square one. We're going to keep going uphill. He was broken off. He didn't really stop anyway. You like the noise I made to try to stop him? That was sick, though. The wind's blowing up, so as soon as they come across, they're getting our wind. But he wasn't real big. He was a great looking stag, but it's first day. Plan worked. Okay, so update. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. Took a nap in the bushes for a while. The action's starting to heat up right now. So we're gonna start working into the wind. That was a big plan. Sit, wait, have some area where we can have the wind at our face to hunt back. And yeah, just like 5 minutes ago, they all started talking again. So we're gonna go try to find the big boys that have the harem of hinds with them. We'll see. Looks like the first day is over. You can probably hear him talking in the background still. Just got on the best one I saw all day. Came clear across this valley into 30 yards, but the thermals had already switched and the wind was blowing down, and he ended up walking right into my wind. He was kind of alerted when he came up, but we had 2 close calls on really good ones today. So hopefully the start of a great hunting trip. It already has been awesome. Okay, morning 2. I forgot to mention we're hunting with Alps Outfitters. Adam has just been taking care of us, getting us to the spots, but he's just letting us roam this whole area, and it's some of the most beautiful country I've ever seen. You're going to be hearing them roar in the background right now. So we're trying a new area up higher, and it's supposed to be thicker. So yeah, it's all new to me. Looking forward to the day. Really getting my Huberman lab red sunlight in the morning. Got to stare at it for a good circadian rhythm. Something that I'm learning about New Zealand is you don't have to worry about any venomous things. Don't worry about snakes. If you shoot something and have to leave it overnight, you don't have to worry about coyotes or anything, or bears eating it. Everything seems friendly except for the bushes. Everything has thorns here. Got all this stuff. Everything. It's just tons of thorns. These guys poke the hell out of you. And then the worst, which you can't even see here, is the rose bush. That stuff's radical. So we're glassing down on these big areas, and the areas that look open, you think you'll just cruise through, are actually like this tall with thorns. So it's hard. You really got to make your game plan based on just where you can access. And all these stags are more than happy to stay in this tall thorny stuff. You can hear them screaming, but we can't even see them because they're in like 8-foot high thorn bushes as far as the eye can see. So we're trying to get them in places where they come out. But yeah, it seems like thorns are the major factor in accessing animals here. This is the mellow areas. Let's go get stabbed more. So we were hiking back down from the highest point we went to Glass, and we had been hearing all these stags down here, but in the super thick stuff we still haven't seen a single one. But then we did some bushwhacking to see, and what we couldn't tell from the top vantage point is there's a wallow right here, and they all seem to be stationed kind of around this general wallow. I can hear them, but I can't see them. So we're gonna go hang out here for a bit. It seems like a good plan for midday. One sounds kind of big, but who knows? We want to get down to here, but there's feral sheep, and I don't want to get too close and bust them out, so I'm gonna start trying to scare them with a little noise, see what happens. That didn't work. Day 2 coming to a close. We're up higher on the mountain. We're gonna spend the night in some tents, so that'll be cool. I guess it's a lunar eclipse tonight, but can't see it anywhere. Stags are still screaming. It was a rough day. We didn't get on anything really all day. We did a lot of bushwhacking. Got really familiar with the thorn bushes of New Zealand. But tomorrow's a new day. We'll get on it. Okay, morning number 3. Things are starting to change. It's actually super warm out this morning. It feels like Hawaii. But there's a storm rolling in. We actually have some wind besides the thermals this morning. And we're basically going to pin it straight up this mountain for a long, long ways. Don't hear any of them talking, but we'll see. It'll be a dynamic day. There might be some rain. Maybe that'll get them up. But it's all new to me. Should be fun. Get some exercise. Skyline right here. The one you hear? We gotta figure out with the wind how we're gonna get under him. He's on an exposed knob there, and there's 2 deep gulches between us and him. So we're gonna be kind of like trying to edge where he can see and smell us the whole time. I'm looking right this way too. Head down. Let's go. Haven't seen him, only heard him. But we're finally in a good wind spot for an approach. Okay, solo mission. Jesse and the boys are in town. We got absolutely owned earlier this morning, but saw a giant red stag. It's been rainy. We're freezing. Left our packs to try to go up quiet through all this thick stuff, and ended up going on a journey and being very cold and wet for a long time. So understandably, he's over it for the day. And I'm gonna try to go find this big boy again. He caught our wind earlier and bounced out, but I'm just gonna try the same area. That was a big boy. day 6 of hunting. We've been going very hard. Passed up on a lot of ones early, kind of never knew what a good one was going to look like for this free range area, and getting less picky. But we see a really good one is with 10 hinds on the hill face right now. It's morning time, so they're going to start moving up. Wind's going to get weird at some point, but we're going to try to get up on the hill and parallel them until they kind of pick a line and see if we can intercept. But it'll be tough with all those hinds. We'll see. It looked like lungs. What? It looked like lungs, I thought. How'd it look to you? I was filming, so. Finally flung. Had to fly an arrow on this stag right here. It's at 69 yards. I hit him. I thought the shot looked like it was solid. Now we just have to wait. That was intense. Time is at 10:45. Got some time. I hope it's done. Got a glass just in case. So I finally just took a shot on a stag. This is day 8 of hunting, and we've been beating these hills up and beating our legs up. And I've just been having kind of a shocker. It's tough in this free range stuff. There's a lot of animals, tons of hinds right now, but it reminds me a lot of like hunting axis deer in Hawaii, except way steeper and way more thorns. But it's just been insane action and probably the biggest beating I've put on my legs ever. So finally I just had an opportunity. I had to take a shot from a seated position in the shadow of a small bush across a gulch to this kind of like headland that the stag was on. He followed a hind over. He was bedded in this thick stuff. We waited for a while, and I was finally just threw a rock, thinking he would think it's another stag shaking a bush or something, and that got him to come out. And the hind came out, and then they came onto that ridge, and it was 69 yards. And I'd do it from a seated position, and got my pin on him, felt confident, let it go. So we're just giving it some time. The shot looked like it was like mid-lung. I just want to be sure it wasn't too high, because it was far away and it was just a split second. But I saw him kick his hind legs in the air, which is usually a good sign of a vital hit. And yeah, because of the downward angle and long shot, so the arrow should be arcing, and I was shooting down a little bit, so even if it was mid or high long, it should be coming down into him like that. So that's what I'm hoping. We're gonna give him some time to expire, hopefully go look for the arrow, go look for blood. It's crazy that the flight path of this arrow didn't even change going through him at that distance. Fuck. Buried. It's good blood. Shot was good. Stoked, man. This has been a hectic roller coaster. Holy cow. 8 days straight of hunting. I don't even know how much vertical elevation we did. I probably should be tracking these things just to know. But drank so much water every day. Legs are just toast. And finally made it happen up on this ridge line. Stoked we have plenty of time to hike this thing off the mountain, because we're way up and we still got to get all this meat and the head off the mountain, but I haven't even really checked this guy out. Free range, this is what I was trying to do, man. Classic red stag. Free range, man. Multiple times a day, if you're hunting with a rifle, would have got some giants, like a lot bigger than this. But the challenge of archery is exactly that. Like, just closing that distance is so difficult. I still had to take this shot at 69 yards, but he was wide in the open, and it felt like I was in a good spot to take that shot, and it hit just about where I aimed. Actually exactly where I aimed. And got my New Zealand red stag. Family's coming in for another couple of weeks, so we're gonna have a vacation, meet up with them, and we'll be probably eating this guy most of the time. Save some money on the trip. But with Alps Outfitters, man, Adam has been such a legend. There's so many good animals around here. He's got areas that are a little more user friendly with giants in it. There's giants in the free range area, just as big, I'd say, but that's for the serious bow hunter for sure. I mean, with rifle, even in the big wide open wilderness area, you know, you're gonna get action. Can't thank him enough. It's been such a good time with all my friends here. All the boys have gotten great animals. I'm the last person to get it done, but today was the last day, and we made it happen. Jesse, thanks for not bailing on me. I know it crossed your mind a couple times. All those mornings when you first start marching up the hill, when your legs are so tight and sore, and just getting busted by hinds the whole time, and so many close calls, getting so close to big ones and just thick thorn bushes, and you just can't get a shot off. Man, we earned this one.